Good morning, YouTubers. Happy Saturday. Today is the 15th of September, 2018. I've got a few things to share with you. First of all, I just want to let you know that you may hear lawnmowers or noise in the background. Just try to ignore it. We're actually on the outskirts of the Bands of Florence here in East Tennessee. It's coming through North Carolina, and it's looking like we're going to get some rain. I don't think we're going to get, we might get some high winds. I don't think we're going to get anything too disastrous, but people are out mowing their lawns before the rain comes. Anyway, I addressed you as YouTubers. I don't normally do that because I like to repurpose my videos and share them on Facebook and on my blog and wherever. But this one is actually just for you because I want to celebrate and acknowledge your support today. I looked up last week after I did my last video and realized that there are over 800 of you watching and following, and after the last video I was really reminded by all of your interaction that you're actually out there on some level participating, and I really so appreciate you supporting me in that way and feeling like you're getting something from what I'm offering you. It makes it so much more real for me to know that you're out there and that you're engaging. So speaking of engagement, I always forget this, and I'm going to work on making it a practice from now on. If you just found this video or my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please like this video if you genuinely like it, and please share my channel with other people that you think would be interested in human design or energy work or any of the things that I share here. It would really make a big difference to me because when I got to 800, I realized that I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump away from 1,000. And I've heard that the first 1,000 is the hardest. Been working on this for several years, and just really earnestly in the last couple of years have I really been posting consistently. So I feel like if I can make that milestone by the end of the year, that would be a real success. And by far, I feel like you guys out there really support what I do, and it's so deeply appreciated. So in light of last week's video, I have some notes here, so I want to make sure I cover everything. In light of last week's video about an energy technique, I realized that there are a lot of you, because most of you are interested in human design, you're interested in the human energy field, and there are a lot of you out there who maybe do energy work or you're interested in doing energy work. So the crux of today's sharing is going to be about 3 principles around working with energy, how to do energy work, and why, I guess, why it works. I also want to let you know that because we're celebrating over 800 subscribers, if you look down in the description box, if you're watching this today on the 15th of September 2018 or a few days after, you're going to see a link for an exclusive special offer for my energy alignment sessions. And I'll take you to the page, but I'll also give you a coupon code where you can get that session for $80. I didn't know what to do with 800 to make it kind of catchy. So $80 instead of $125 for that session, and I'll post the link to the description and also the coupon code right in the description box. That will only be good, the coupon code will only be good for a few days. So if you're interested in getting some energy alignment and getting aligned with your feel good, your inner feel good, I do highly encourage you to try it out with the coupon for our 800 celebration. So let's talk a little bit about energy principles, and I might be speaking to the choir here, so just let me know. There are 3 things that I know from having taught energy work. I used to be a quantum touch practitioner and a quantum touch instructor actually years ago, and I've taken these principles and I've woven them into the work that I do with people, the healing work that I do, and also with some of the coaching work that I do around human design. Those three principles are really kind of simplistic, but if you really work with them, or if you start to work with them, you'll understand, or you'll loosen up around this sense of questioning about what it is, how does it work, does it work. A lot of you probably just intuitively know that it works, and here's why. Because number one, everything is energy. You know, we think that we're these solid bodies, but actually we're light that's moving so quickly that it looks like we're solid. So just think of that in terms of interjecting intention into your physicality or your energy field or your consciousness. You know, there's plenty of room in the spaces in us, inside of us, around us, for intention to take shape and to take hold and actually influence our energy body and ultimately our physical body. So everything, especially with us, when we're talking about healing and energy work, is energy. Thoughts are energy. We're made of light. Even the chair you're sitting in is just a bunch of subatomic particles that are moving so quickly that they look solid. So things can be shape shifted, especially your life, especially your consciousness and how it affects the world around you and your perceptions of things. So just keep that in mind. And then number two is that because everything is energy, thoughts can be interjected. Like I said, intentions can be interjected, and our thoughts and our emotions actually move this energy that is us. So, you know, you may be asking, if you're interested in the human design body graph or your human design body graph, what does that have to do with this fixed sense of how I came into the world and what it looks like on my human design chart? We do have a fixed sense of how we come into the world. You know, we do have a fixed sense of our own strengths and our innate gifts and characteristics. How we experience our strengths, how we experience our gifts, how we experience our lives, the way we live our lives, has a lot to do with what we tell ourselves, the intentions that we interject into our subatomic structure, and how that moves us into other people's lives, into a different perception, into perhaps making a more clear decision because we're more aligned with who we are. So I know that's kind of abstract, but I hope that you got a little something to think about there in terms of how very important it is to really continue to evolve your consciousness, to expand your consciousness, to be intentional about your moment-to-moment experience, because it shapes everything inside of you and everything around you. So the third principle is that we all have the capacity within us to heal. The body has its own capacity to heal itself. We have everything within us to be able to heal our own physicality, to heal our emotions, to heal our belief systems, all of those things. And in Quantum Touch, it was really about raising your frequency, or in the context of this conversation, perhaps your consciousness, to a place where your body is in more ease. And let's tie that back into the chart again, into the human design experience. When you raise your consciousness and you're in an intentional place, like the human design experiment of strategy and authority is really a place of intention, of paying attention, having the intention to pay attention to your given strategy and authority, the way that you make decisions and the way that you move through life and interact with others, to see how that works for you. And then that in turn continues to shape your intention, continues to clarify your decision-making process, and brings light to the choices that you have and that you make. So getting back to the physical body and this sense or this principle that we all have within us, what we need to heal, I'm going to add to that in terms of just knowing that and recognizing that we all need each other. If you've looked at your chart, you have gates that stick out, and they're kind of looking for the other gate to make channels and bring more definition and more energy into your experience, or different energy into your experience. So not only do we have the body's wisdom inside, that once it's activated at a high enough frequency, it can heal itself physically. But we also have inside of us a way of knowing who we need to reach out to for help, what we need that we may not innately have for ourselves, that would assist us in becoming more whole and perhaps even healing. So in terms of, your decision-making authority, that's what that's about. The more you become your own authority, and the more that you are intentional about being in your vehicle, being in your body, and seeing what there is to see, and raising your consciousness to perhaps see it in a different light, to see it in at a higher perspective, then you have everything that you need in order to be a worker of energy on the physical plane, or physical, emotional, mental planes. So if you ever had a desire to become an energy healer, or just to affect what you're experiencing in your life so that it heals or becomes more whole, so that your whole life experience becomes more whole, know that you do have that in you. And the more that you recognize that everything is energy, therefore everything is malleable according to our thoughts, our emotions, our intentions, and that we have everything inside of us first of all, the body has everything inside of it that can be activated to heal itself. And we have everything inside of us to know who is here to help us, who is here to assist us, and what it is that we actually need in order to come to that next level of healing and wholeness. So I hope that this gives you something to think about on a Saturday and maybe into the weekend. If you're interested in checking out my energy alignment sessions, please do. I would really love to work with you. I actually do really love, I'm saying really a lot, but I actually do love working with people on the energetic level. And also, we take into account what's on your chart, and I really work with you to get you to a place where you're connected with your own inner wisdom about how to work your own energy field, how to work with your own energy field and get to a higher level of vibration so that you can be more of the healer that you are, the whole person that you're meant to be, and that you can just get back in touch with your feel good. So until the next time, be vibrant, be joyful, and be well.